Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And good news for everybody who's been wanting to book their own personal private reading with me. My calendar is back open to the public, so all you have to do is go over to psychicbellalove.com. My schedule, my availability, the types of readings I do, all that information is linked on my website, and that will also be linked in the description box below. You can also join my Patreon. That is my spiritual community for only $9 a month. We talk about everything that we can't talk about on YouTube because of the censorship. We do discuss all of the, stuff surrounding the Jakumatati and if it is real or not, so enter at your own risk. We focus on spiritual growth and healing and do lives in there. I no longer take video requests in Patreon. I am no longer doing requested videos anywhere online. However, if a celebrity reading is that important to you, there is now an option on my website to book an appointment to do so. And again, my Patreon as well as my website, my Instagram, and my backup channel where we will be doing live celebrity readings once we reach the 1,000 subscribers that YouTube requires to do so will all be linked in the description box down below. So we are going to take a look at Kanye and Chaney's relationship. If you are in my Patreon, I've already covered everything that's going on with the Kanye, the Kardashians, all of that situation extensively. Even when I was not active on YouTube, I am active in my Patreon daily. So usually stuff like this all gets covered over there. I just do YouTube when I have the time to do so. And just, to make it clear for some people who don't understand why I don't do requested videos. Number one, because people became extremely rude and demanding and disrespectful, and not only towards me, but also towards other people. But also because I didn't start YouTube or post on it because my intention is to make a career as a YouTube creator. This is a space for you to have an idea of how I read and what my style is and if I am accurate, so that you can determine if you want to purchase my services or join my Patreon. And so to me, it's just another form of advertisement for my businesses and it's not a career. So therefore, I'm not overly invested in how many subscribers I have and all of the YouTube-y kind of things. But also, for those who have been following me, obviously my time has become even more strained because my son broke his femur and had to have surgery. And so we're still going through physical therapy and recovery with that. So that limits my time. And then once he is out of school for the summer, we'll also limit where I can record, since I usually record in here. And if you are in my Patreon, I usually do most of my videos off camera. So if you guys are okay with off camera videos and it's just audio only, let me know. I'm not going to set up everything so you can watch me flip tarot cards, because I only use the cards just so that way I can keep a layer between me and these people's energy. But I am not a tarot reader. I am a psychic. So, but let me know in the comments if you guys are open to that. If so, then I can put out a lot more videos. But if everybody is looking for me to be on camera, that's definitely going to limit how much I can actually put out on YouTube, especially upcoming during the summer. So let's see. Anyways, let's get into Kanye and Chaney's relationship. Spirit, thank you for joining us. And I haven't replaced my equipment because since I do have to, you know, come up with an alternative place to record because this is my dining room and I can't lock my child out of the rest of the house either to record in here for the summer. That means that I'm gonna have to get different lights and stands than I originally planned on when I was going to have it in here or move. So we will get them replaced at some point, but in the meantime, if a card is important, it will be held up. But once I lay out the cards, I usually don't even read them anyways. Let me just tell you this, you know, I feel, at least from Kanye's energy towards Chaney, it's more of that kind of like friendship type adoration more than like, oh my God, like you're the woman of my dreams. Lust, excitement, falling in love that he may have felt towards Kim or, you know, other women that he had dated in the past. But he also sees Chaney as somebody who is good for him because she's very soft emotionally and she kind of just, you know, doesn't demand a lot of him. Not in a like, oh, I'm just easy to be here, you know, kind of cheap way, but more so in the sense of like, I'm just not an emotionally demanding person that's give me attention, give me attention, give me attention, give me attention. I can hang back and let you be that person and still like find ways to enjoy myself. And, you know, that's something that Kanye needs because, I mean, you know, especially if you've dated somebody like Kim or even Julia Fox, you know, there is that element of, well, I want to make sure everybody sees that I'm with Kanye or what I'm wearing or, you know, get some visibility benefit off of this. And Chaney's just cool to hang back. So the thing is, though, because of that, he's not super emotionally invested in her. And while I see that that's been okay for her for a while, she's developing feelings for him. So once he feels like I'm gonna hurt you because you have really started to get attached to me, Kanye is gonna pull back from her. So we're like at the end, close to the ends of their relationship. I feel like for sure by the end of summer they're done. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not sooner. We're gonna hear that they've broken up, then we're gonna hear that they're working things out. It's gonna be a lot of kind of like back and forth because this Eight of Cups and the underlying energy, as Spirit is saying, represents the I am not emotionally connected to this in reference to Kanye. And then this Chariot card and Hangman is in reference to what we're going to be hearing about their union coming up. I think that there's already been some rumors here and there at times that like, oh, he may or may not have been, you know, not with her, you know, moving on. And remember, if you guys go back, and it is in one of the public videos that I posted here on YouTube, I said originally before him and Kim, I think it was before him and Kim even announced that they were separated or right around that time, that we were going to see Kanye doing what men do, you know, and on his hot boy summer shit, and we would just see he would kind of have girlfriend after girlfriend and it would be a bunch of pretty models. And I was completely right about that. And he hasn't stopped all of that yet. There's going to be something that's going to come up though that they're going to make a bigger deal out of it than it is, okay? Because when I pulled this Tower card out, Spirit said that it was needed to be sideways, as in it could or couldn't be, and it might appear to be more of a bigger deal than it is. Now, this is in reference to something around Kanye. Might be one of these, you know, we all know the Kardashians planted stories to try to drag Kanye and make him look bad so that they can, you know, use Kanye to boost this Hulu show. Because do you guys not notice how Kanye's just been real freaking quiet and all these stories keep coming out about him? And it's like, but Kanye's just not even, nobody even knows where he is. Like, where's Waldo? So I keep getting that it's gonna be something like that. That it's gonna be a story that he supposedly had some big meltdown. But then it comes out that it wasn't a recent thing. This was in reference to something that happened in 2017. But at the same time, him and Chaney, you know, do a split. And people are going to say, look, she couldn't hang on because Kanye is mentally unstable. But the truth really has nothing to do with that. And in all honesty, Kanye wants to move on to somebody new at that point. And if you guys didn't know, Chaney was one of those girls that was spotted on that balcony and that was seen coming in and out of that house that Kanye was at. I think it was in Miami, right at the same time that he was publicly seen with Julia Fox. So Spirit is saying, you know, Kanye is considering himself single and free to date as many people as he wants to at a time. And even though we may see him more publicly with one over another at certain points, it doesn't mean that they have more longevity or importance than anybody else. And also that means that the next one is already going to be waiting in the wings before Chaney is done. So I feel like she brings up the whole, you have this other girl around a lot. He's like, you're getting too attached, time to end. And then all this other, you know, nonsense stuff is rumors, whatever you want to call it, are being said about Kanye in the background at the same time. And so it's kind of that perfect storm almost. But what we're going to be seeing, you know, isn't really the truth. He broke up with her. Whatever is being said is old, you know, and then all of a sudden we're going to see, here's Kanye, because the Ace of Swords is my things being exposed online card, with the Lovers card where we see him out with the next one. Now, my Patreons know, because I did a quickie read and channeled Spirit in there because I was talking about Kanye and other things, and we just briefly went over Chaney, that I did say that I saw Kanye being with at least one or two more girls afterwards. And then we're not going to see him with anybody for a while, and we're going to just be like, maybe Kanye does have somebody we don't know, and it's just, you know, they're off in the wings or whatever. And at some point, we're going to find out that Kanye's got some girlfriend that nobody even knew about. Nobody suspected that's the girl he would be with even. Nobody even knew really who she was. Because I've always got that the girl that he really settles down with next after Kim, like his real serious relationship, is going to be similar in the sense of how Damon Dash, you know, is that with that other girl, what's her name? I always forget her name too, because that's how low key she is, but he calls her Rocky, you know, where it's like we didn't really know who she was. We just kept seeing her around him, and then it was like, oh, they work together. Oh, by the way, they're engaged. Oh, by the way, they're having a kid, you know, like that. But you don't know much about her or see anything about her unless they want you to. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye isn't even more quiet with the girl that he ends up settling down with than even Dame Dash has been with his relationship and who he's with, because, you know, Kanye and Kim are both still in that kind of stage of like, I'm going to stick it to you, like that I moved on. But once he's completely out of that, Kanye is gonna, even more than we've ever seen before, want to keep his private life, and keep those parts of himself personal, because we know how much Kanye really truly hates the press and the paparazzi and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, guys, you know, Chaney's a nice girl. It's just at the end of the day, you know, they're not equally yoked, and she was there for a good time, but not a long time. It's almost like with Kanye, like once he gives those girls a Birkin, it's like, okay, your expiration date is near, right? So anyways, guys, if you want to book your own personal and private reading or join my Patreon, follow the backup channel or my Instagram, that information will be down below. Also, reminder, I will never DM you on Instagram offering you a reading. I don't do business over DM. Do not send me DMs, please. If you do have legit business questions, my email is in the description box below. And, you know, but there are unfortunately the scammers out there who like to pretend to be us, and then they all want to tell you messages from your ancestors or request to follow you guys or do business over DM, and I do none of those things. So I tell everybody who messages me wanting to book a reading and to go to my website. So please go through my website. That is the only place that I accept appointments. All right, guys. Bye.